Coming up tonight from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, it's the Cubs and the Mariners as we open up a 3-game set. Lots of Cub fans here. Of course there are. We get ready for the Cubs trying to take the opener.
Well, the Mariners begin a pretty important homestand. The Phillies next. The Cubs beginning tonight and over the weekend. And we are at that point of the year, Ryan, where the Mariners are 4 games outside of first in the West, where we're saying every series is the biggest series of the season. It's Emerson Hancock up on the mound tonight for the Mariners. Last time we saw him, he dazzled in Houston. The Mariners will need another start like that tonight.
But love the way that he's developing this 2026 season.
Last year, he was the first player in baseball to go 20-20, and this year, the first player in baseball to go 30-30. If you look at 30 homers and 30 bags through the age 24 season in Major League history. Now, 2 of the guys are in the ballpark tonight. Julio, PCA, and Bobby Witt Jr.
High fly ball in the air, right center field. That one's back near the wall. Gone! A towering leadoff homer for Pete Crow Armstrong, and number 32 gives the Cubs a 1-0 lead.
Listen to the Cub fans here. How many leadoff hitters in the history of the game have led their team in both home runs and RBIs in a season?
I don't know if there's ever been that guy.
Here is Michael Busch, 242 season average.
Busch hits that in the air, left field, going back to Rosarena, over his head and off the wall. And Michael's got a double.
Rosarena thought it was not hit as hard as it actually was. Had he gone back immediately, Ron, I think he would have had a play.
Well, here's Alex Bregman, and you still hear the boos from the leftover time he spent with the Houston Astros.
Swing and a high drive, left field down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair. It's gone. Alex Bregman, a 2-run homer, and number 17 for Bregman. It's 3-0 Cubs as they've jumped right on top of Emerson Hancock.
Cubs have had 4 batters, 3 extra base knocks, including home runs by PCA and now Bregman.
On the ground and a fair ball down the third baseline as Happ is racing for second. Rosarena to throw. Happ is in there. It's a double. Second 2-base hit of the inning, and the Cubs continue to roll. A man in scoring position.
Corner, ground ball. Mariners need this one, and there is out number 2. Happ into third on the play.
Got to get out of this and give his offense a chance getting back in the game.
Swung on, popped up right side of the infield. Backing up into shallow right field, the second baseman. Cole Young is there, still waiting for that thing to come down. It does, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs do some early damage with 3 runs on 4 hits and a couple of home runs.
Matthew Boyd is on the mound here tonight, and a guy who grew up about 14 miles east of this ballpark, and a guy the Cubs need to pitch well, and overall, since coming back from the knee, has been good.
He's been really good. He had that rough one last time out against the Cardinals. He gave up 4 home runs. But homecoming for Matthew Boyd, Eastside Catholic High School in Sammamish, as Boog mentioned, just down the road, so you know he's extra fired up to get after it here tonight.
Fly ball to shallow center, backpedaling and calling is Ramirez. The second baseman makes the catch. Dominic Canzone is the batter.
And a swing and a miss, and Boyd able to get Canzone and get a 1-2-3.
Diving try by Ramirez, can't get to it. A base hit into center field. And the Mariners have their first base hit of the night. Naylor gets aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the first innings. Up and in, ball 4. So Taylor Ward draws a 4-pitch walk, and the Mariners will bring the tying run to the plate. 1 out, 2 on for Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh hitting just 156.
Cal hammers this out to the gap, and it's gone. Blink your eyes, it's a tie game.
And just like that, it's the Mariners 3 and the Cubs 3, and this crowd has come to life here in the friendly confines of T-Mobile Park.
Well, that is so great to see. One swing ties it off the bat of Cal.
What a tone setter to get this crowd going tonight.
Here's Cole Young.
Little inside out, base hit, Cole Young into left field. So 4 straight batters have reached with 1 out here in the second inning. Well, an early visit now here in the second inning.
And due up is Brock Rodden.
High fly ball left field. Happ drifting back onto the track, slowing down, and he makes the catch. Tagging is Young, and the throw is too late as he moves up the 90 feet.
Back to the top of the order here is Brendan Donovan.
See how big that Cole Young extra 90 feet right there is. I love the aggressiveness and just the wherewithal. The ball hung up in the air for a long time, and he knew he had time to take that extra base.
Donovan In the air, right field, base hit. Young hits third, coming home, and he slides in safe. It's a 4-run inning for the Mariners, who have taken the lead over the Cubs. Another clutch base hit from Brendan Donovan.
And there's your answer, Ryan, for how important that 90 feet was.
The defense has let the Mariners down this inning now. Runners on second and third with 1 out.
2 errors in the inning for the defense for Seattle. If you're a Cub, you're feeling like we've got to take advantage of this right now.
Infield will play in for Ian Happ.
Oh, and he gets the strikeout he really needed. A punch out to Ian Happ, 2 down.
So here's Horner. He grounded to short his first time.
Ground ball up the middle. Young by the bag, throws across his body, and Emerson Hancock with a pump of the fist as he gets out of a 3rd inning jam and strands a pair in scoring position.
It was smoked, and now this is trouble. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and that brings up Pete Crow Armstrong, who is already homered.
Fly ball straight away left field. He was swinging 3-0, and he flies out to left.
Wow. What a gift.
I mean, he did get a meatball.
Look at him throw his bat, because he knows, like, it's almost taboo, Aaron, to some regard, swinging 3-0, because if you're going, you cannot be late. And he was late on that pitch, got beat and flared a ball to bail out Hancock there in a big spot.
But if you're as hot as he is, and we just saw the numbers, if you get a center cut heater at 95 miles an hour, aren't you swinging?
Not out of the woods yet. Here's Suzuki. Strike 3 called, a sweeper that floats right over the heart of the plate. Suzuki just stares as Hancock gets the punch out. He does it again. Hangs a 0 on the board.
Michael swings and lines one for a base hit down the right field line. This will roll all the way to the wall. Bush digging for second base. That's Bush's 2nd double of the ball game.
And on cue, a wave and a miss on the top rail. Back-to-back punch-outs for Hancock following the double.
Bush at second, 2 down. The 1-2.
It's the stretch of the 1-2 pitch. Swing and it's popped off. Straight up, coming down the third base line in front of the mound. Donovan between the mound and home plate is there, and he makes the catch. That's going to retire the side. How about that? Emerson Hancock pitches around a leadoff double, and Bush is stranded at second base.
Short Nico Fields. Throw is high, and it pulled Bush off the base. And Rodden is safe. That'll go as an E6.
So now man at first with no one out here in the 5th. The batter is Brendan Donovan. Throw to first. Rodden dives back in safely ahead of the tag by Bush. Oh, and they've called the ball, Coon.
Oh, my.
He counts basically out there saying he's been doing this all year and nobody's called it. So why you, why now? And Matthew wants an explanation.
That is a move I can promise you that they were looking for going into this game, because you don't make that call without looking for that.
So man at second now after the balk. The 0-1 on the ground, and Bush will take it himself. Donovan moves the runner up 90 feet.
Well, the balk comes up large. Yeah, the ground ball could be a double play instead of moving the runner to third.
It's 1 away. Here's Randy Rosarena.
A little bloop, dropping in for a base hit. And now fumbled by PCA, but it won't matter. Brock Rodden scores. And the Mariners being helped out in various ways here in this 5th inning to manufacture a run. It's a 2-run lead.
Well, just moments ago, Brennan Miller chatting with Matthew Boyd. Craig Counsell's barking at him, and Brennan Miller says, "Happy birthday. You're out of here." So Miller tosses Counsell as they were going over that balk call. I think the gist of it from Craig's standpoint was they haven't called it all year or last year. And then the other thing is, if anybody's going to call it, and this part I'm just guessing on, I'd rather Ryan Blakeney call it.
Yeah, I think that probably sums up his argument.
It's amazing how Emerson has settled down after throwing a ton of pitches in that top half of the first inning. Only the 2nd time he's retired the first 2 batters in an inning tonight.
This will be his last batter.
Naylor right under his glove. Now 2-out base hit for Carson Kelly, and that very well might be the end of the night for Emerson Hancock, and it will be.
This Cubs offense is real, and he did a tremendous job. Time to hand it off the bullpen, let him finish the job.
He dealt with so much traffic, was able to weave his way through more times than not, and will exit here in the 6th to a standing ovation inside T-Mobile Park.
Well, the new pitcher for the Mariners, veteran left-hander Gabe Spire.
Nico Armstrong is the tying run. Lefty on lefty. Spire.
3-2. Rolled over. First slider that PCA sees, and he grounds out to end the inning, and Gabe Spire strands Carson Kelly at first base.
Hey, look who's back. Danny Big Thighs Palencia for the first time in a long time taking the mound for the Cubs. June 15th, the last time we saw him.
1, 2, 3 inning. Welcome back, Daniel Palencia. Let's see if the Cubs offense can rally late in this game. They trail 5-3 as we go to the 8th inning.
Right-hander Eduard Bizardo to take over here in the 8th. Ian Happ will lead things off for the Cubs.
High fly ball drilled right field, way back, and that one is gone. Ian Happ will touch them all. Number 21, and the Cubs are within 1.
Come back get a W for the skipper on his birthday. Big swing from Ian Happ.
The plot thickening now in the 8th inning. Still nobody out, a run in the bank. Cubs down 5-4. Now they have 2 men on base for Michael Conforto.
Swinging a little looper on the third base side, foul territory on the run. Brendan Donovan makes the catch.
1 out, 2 on. Big point of the game here in the 8th inning. Cubs threatening. Both runners take off. Ground ball over to Rodden. They stay out of the double play.
How big is that right there, that double steal?
PCA heading up to home plate. Left-handed hitter steps in, and they're going to walk him. Yeah,
okay.
Good idea.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-run lead on a 2-2. He struck him out! Eduard Bizardo gets the Mariners out of a bases-loaded jam and might have just saved the game.
And Senior Smoke will take over. Right-hander Andres Munoz, and he has been outstanding.
Alex Bregman, the batter. Bregman homered in the first. He is 1 for 4 in the game.
Swing and a high fly ball, left field. That one back on its way, and Bregman has tied it up. Alex Bregman gets the Cubs fans jumping here at T-Mobile. 5-5 here in the 9th.
Bottom of the 9th, tie game.
Jacob Webb will take over now.
And it brings up Randy Arozarena.
On the ground to short. Horner picks it up and throws them out.
We're going into extra innings here in Seattle.
Nico Horner's out at second base. He's the Manfred man as the Cubs will try and win it here.
Sir Anthony Dominguez taking over to pitch the 10th for the M's.
Swung on, popped up. This is playable. First base side, foul ground. Naylor's under it. He makes the catch with one hand. A big first out here in extra innings. Here's Conforto. Let's see if Horner gets aggressive now.
Now he breaks for third, away, but a miss. And no throw to third base.
Yeah, Mariners will take that trade all day long. Here's Carson Kelly.
Center field, Julio. It's been a pretty quiet night defensively for him out there. Makes the catch. Sir Anthony Dominguez retires the sign in order and strands the go-ahead run at third base.
Randy Arozarena, the zombie runner at second base. New pitcher, familiar face, Ryan Zefferjon, the former Angel. Robles is batting here. Remember, he took over defensively for Canzone.
Oh, man, up and in, and did it hit the bat?
Same foul ball. I mean, good self-defense there, but tough strike 1. This is an opportunity where if they vacate too soon, Randy could try and take third base.
But drop down. Zefferjon gathers and handles the throw over to first base. Robles does his job, and he moves the winning run 90 feet away.
Rivas a chance to win it. 5-5 the score. Bottom of the 10th. Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
Into